Weather manipulation has been around as early as the 1940s. Many of us can remember the war in Vietnam between, the Vietnamese and the US. The US actually used weather manipulation during warfare or combat.
In the Vietnam War, the US military conducted a secret project called Operation Popeye, an attempt to control the weather and turn it into a weapon. Operation Popeye involved cloud seeding, releasing chemicals like silver iodide to extend the monsoon season and flood supply routes on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. While it may have disrupted enemy movements, it also caused widespread environmental damage and affected civilians.
As you guys can see, this is real. Weather manipulation has been used during warfare or just to change the weather in a city to cause more rain. Dubai uses weather manipulation to cause rain in their region, and many would say this caused the flooding.
Has cloud seeding caused this crazy weather in Dubai? Dubai has just experienced its heaviest rainfall in 75 years. A total of 142 millimeters of rain fell in one day, as much as it usually expects in a year and a half. The UAE performs around 1,000 hours of cloud seeding every year.
In 1987, DARPA and the US Air Force hired a company named HAARP and a man named Bernard Eastland to assist with the development of a facility in Alaska for the purpose of researching the ionosphere and manipulating weather. Bernard Eastland, the scientist that they used to assist with the development of the facility in Alaska, he developed a patent that was used for the creation of HAARP, HAARP, and that's the acronym for High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. This is what he had to say.
I chose what's called a phased array antenna for the patents because it can be aimed. Picture holding your microwave oven in your hands with the door open. Then you can move it around and send those microwaves different directions. And for these applications where I wanted precise control of where the power was, I felt that was the best type of antenna to use. And that is the kind that HAARP has built. There were some other ideas, both to possibly modify weather and finally to lift a portion of the upper atmosphere further out into space. It is possible with a big beam to take a part of that upper atmosphere and push it out further.
In 1996, the US Air Force published a paper titled Weather as a Force Multiplier, Owning the Weather in 2025. In that article, it clearly states that the purpose of this paper is to outline a strategy for the use of future weather modification systems to achieve military objectives. Many of you are asking, what does this has to do with the Caribbean? Well, back in 2010, a severe earthquake hit Haiti. Also, this was devastating. Many reports came out, many conspiracy theorists talks about this. But Venezuelan president at the time, Hugo Chavez, made a controversial statement stating that the US government has something to do with the earthquake in Haiti. In Jamaica, there's a lot of anxiety in the air because persons are afraid of NIDS and the whole Vision 2030 policy. I won't go into details about that for now, but the government has made a bold statement about a new city. In July 2024, the government announced the parish of St. Elizabeth as the perfect region for that new city.
The area that we have been advised is the best area to do an entirely new city, and it is because all the requisite elements to create a new city exist here. And you don't want to create a city that replicates Montego Bay and replicates Kingston. You want to create something unique. And therefore, this parish, St. Elizabeth, would be where we would be looking to develop our new city. That's a big deal, a big announcement.
Hurricane Melissa has caused a lot of catastrophe in the Caribbean region. It affected many lives. Many persons are homeless. Some lost their lives. I really hope that people recover, and my thoughts are prayer with everybody who are affected. A lot of persons took to social media during this catastrophe by Melissa. Some send prayers, some post videos, but there's a group of persons who believe that this hurricane was man-made. And also, there's a lot of conspiracy theory that surround this hurricane. While on social media, I came across this video. I found it interesting. It's on Instagram. You guys can check it out, but I would just share it right here. It's a short clip.
Before we conclude that Hurricane Melissa is just another man-made disaster for a land grab, let's just look at history and see who benefits. First, the Maui fires. Yes, asset management firms bought up a large part of what was destroyed. Oprah also got a big chunk of land. Second, Malibu. With the new permit regulations, it's practically impossible to rebuild. Now guess what comes in? Third, Hurricane Helene in North Carolina. Yes, BlackRock increased its position in Albemarle a few days before they received $250 million from the government to boost lithium production. Residents were protesting, hurricane hits, agenda moves along. You can also find them buying land in Ukraine and Gaza and anything that looks like a disaster. Now this takes us to Jamaica. There is indeed a UN-backed smart city plan called Vision 2030 to connect Jamaica to the grid for digital IDs, surveillance, compliance, etc. Okay, but is it possible? Can they really manipulate the weather? The short answer is yes. You can find weather manipulation patents, there's Project HAARP, there is cloud seeding technology. You can listen to a speech by ex-CIA Director John Brennan telling you all about it. So are these disasters just coincidences? Probably not, because like Lyndon B. Johnson said, he who controls the weather controls the world.
The movement of this hurricane seems strategic, almost as if it was manipulated. The hurricane made landfall between Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth. Mostly the western parishes were affected by this hurricane. This is how I look at it. For persons out there who are saying that weather control doesn't exist, I'd say there's enough evidence that prove weather control exists. The next question would be whether or not Hurricane Melissa is a product of weather control. I can say You can make your own conclusion, but it's not impossible that this hurricane may have been a product of weather control.